Bizarre 1000 here with my Raw review. Raw started off with CM Punk doing a little promo, and then Orton came out all limping, and then CM Punk basically got the best. I'm not gonna go through every single bit. I'm gonna try to do the best I can remember. Then I believe there was a tag match, Edge and Christian reunite. How they talk about how there was no contact rule on Raw, but there is on SmackDown. So they had a quick match. Del Rio got, basically it was a night of bad guys getting over on the good guys. Like the heels got over on the bad guy, or the heels got over on the good guys tonight. Like you had like CM Punk beat down Orton, gave him the GTS to go to sleep. You had oh no, what's that match I just said? Crap. Oh yeah, it was Del Rio and his group went over. He got a couple arm bars on Christian and Edge. Then we had another little promo, I believe, or something. I believe no backstage stuff tonight, which is kind of weird. We also had Edge. Oh, I said Edge already. We had a quick little one-on-one match with like a kind of a lumberjack style with Big Show and Kozlov, and Santino wrestled Justin Gabriel in a quick match, which Santino won. With the Cobra. We had another promo, and then Triple H came out, and they had a really good promo, which I thought it was kind of disrespectful, and it healed my point even more about Undertaker winning at WrestleMania. He basically told the Undertaker that it was time for him to go. He can't do it no more. He can't go. He doesn't have it anymore. And to me, that was major disrespect. To go out and say the Undertaker doesn't have it anymore and he can't go. Which obviously he can. That just makes it more and more likely that Undertaker is going to prove him wrong at WrestleMania. Then they show where Shawn Michaels, where Triple H said, "Hey Shawn, tell him why I'm going to beat him." And then, Shawn Michaels came out, my bad. And he said, towards the end of the promo, he said, "Why can't I beat him, Shawn? Or why am I going to beat him?" And Shawn said, "You can't beat him." But yeah. Then they come back, and they talk to Orton. It was like around 10:30, and that close to 10:30, and then they had Vicky Guerrero come out and do a little John Morrison slow-mo intro, which is kind of cool. And then we have a little tag match that lasted like 2 minutes, which no wrestling tonight. It was not wrestling. It was all talk. It was a lot of build-up for WrestleMania, which is good. But I would have liked to see more talking, or more wrestling, less talking, more wrestling. Yeah, we had Daniel Bryan and JMO, John Morrison versus Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus in a quick match, which Sheamus won. Sheamus and Dolph. And then they come back. They interview Snooki, which from stuff I'm hearing that she was drunk before she was supposed to be there way earlier than she was when this is taped for that segment in the bar. And they do this little talk. This guy kept hitting out. Snooki smacked some dude, and I mean, this was so staged. It was so obvious today that was staged. I mean, man, that was awful. And then Lay Cool show up, and then they get in a little brawl, and then they start saying bitches, and then and they bleep it. But we come back and we see The Rock come in the ring, and he starts saying bitch this, bitch that, and subs up your ass, and they don't bleep nothing. Which, come on, PG or not PG, make up your damn mind. And we have Cena come out talking about how everything I stand for, the color of my shirt, hustle, loyalty, and respect. All my fans are just kids. And he said, I won't be judged. And Cena said, I'm happy to have all my fans just being kids. And people telling me suck, I'm not going to judge them. They can hate me or they can love me. Which, I kind of got a little more respect for John Cena now than I had before. Because, yeah, and he was right. Cena said what all the fans are thinking and would love to say to The Rock if he would actually reply to our tweets. We want The Rock back in wrestling. And I was shocked. Then The Miz came out, and The Rock said, I'm not going to judge you, but the Lord can't stop me from beating your ass. And The Miz came out and said some crap about The Rock, how Cena's going to get his butt kicked and lose, and The Rock won't ever dare touch him because he doesn't want to risk his movie star good looks. And then and then his houseboy punched The Rock, which shocked the hell out of me. That they were actually attacking The Rock. There wasn't much contact, but I mean, just to see The Rock actually in ring form and actually taking bumps and moves, it kind of surprised me. Which he took care of their candy asses, Miz and his houseboy, and then the shocker of the night, the shockingest thing of the freaking night. The Rock is facing Miz and his bitch, and then all of a sudden, Cena was behind him, and he had him on his shoulders and gave him the AA, Attitude Adjustment. That shocked the hell out of me, that The Rock would agree to take a bump, a wrestling move like that. All it is a fireman's carry slam, but still, for him to take a move, someone's finisher, that you put on your shoulders and slams you down, which anything could happen, where you could get hurt. Cena could have dropped him wrong, or anything could have happened, which I'm sure they worked on this. But still, it was just amazing for me to see The Rock actually doing moves. He did the people's elbow. He had the people's elbow on Miz. I mean, it was just sweet to see The Rock actually in the ring, taking bumps and hitting people. I mean, it was sweet to see. It took me back. So, Rock, that almost makes me think maybe you are getting ready to come back to wrestle, which I would love to see. Never been a big Rock fan. Really. I was always a Triple H fan, and it was always from the early years when Triple H and DX first rocking the nation. It was always either you're a Rock fan or you're a Triple H fan, which I was always a Triple H fan when he was a heel. I love him better as a heel when he was a good guy. I still like Triple H and I prefer him as a heel, but still, I was always a Triple H fan. That's why I never really liked The Rock. Yes, he's entertaining and he's funny, but I just never liked him. But The Rock does take some good beatings. I give him that. The Rock was always one of the best taking good bumps. I mean, he's probably on the record for receiving the best Stone Cold Stunner ever. But that's my review. Raw was okay. I mean, it was a good show tonight for a build-up, but there was no wrestling. I mean, I'm a wrestling fan, and I was like, man, come on. Give us some wrestling. Give us the longest match with Edge and Christians. That wasn't even that long. Come on, WWE. Give us a match. We want wrestling matches. You're going to give us basically just a 2-hour promo show? Just like SmackDown's going to be this week? In which, breaking news, in case you haven't heard this yet, this Friday there will be a match. It will be Christian versus Alberto Del Rio in a Falls Count Anywhere match, which they're probably taping as soon as Raw went off the air. It's going to be Christian versus Alberto Del Rio in a Falls Count Anywhere match, so I will watch just to see that. I am the Czar 1000, and if you didn't know, now you know.